It's the book of Haggai 1 and 6. Ye have sown much, and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. And as we continue to see the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's world, we're seeing more and more miseries come upon these proud-ass people. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening, learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. And I'll prepare this quick lesson be edifying to the elect. So, this lesson came about from this article that you see on the screen from NBC News. And it says, who can afford to get ahead in America? Right? And as we get closer and closer to the downfall of these devils, it's becoming more and more apparent that these, elites could care less about the average American Edomite, man. Because they're completely wiping out the middle class, and it's becoming basically that the ones that have and the ones that have not, man. Just the poor and the rich, because people are becoming poorer and poorer day by day, living check by check, as the elites, so-called elites, are becoming richer and richer. And a lot of these Edomites are starting to see a lot of the curses that's been on Jake this whole time, man, and it's starting to fall upon them, and they're complaining about it. So let's read a little bit of this. So this article is published March 24th, 2026, which was yesterday. It says, this article is a part of Unaffordable America, a series examining rising economic inequality in the U.S. and policies that drive it. Exactly, and that's what. Well, I'll get to that. But that's the economists, the keepers of the house, are calling these things out. So it says the wealth gap in the U.S. is at a modern day high. The richest households have been rapidly multiplying their wealth over the past year. They're buying real estate and plowing money into stock market, including high risk, high reward investments. The returns have them sitting comfortably as new tax benefits help protect their gain. People with a tighter budget, on the other hand, have been struggling to get ahead. Prices for grocery store staples are going up, job opportunities are decreasing, and once stable careers like those in manufacturing are shrinking. The idea of doing better than your parents for many feels increasingly out of reach. Here's a picture of what's going on. So let's get a scripture. And what's going on is the Lord is plaguing this place, man. Let's get this first. Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Right? And one of those many curses, is, going to our enemies and the want of all things. Haggai 1 and 6, what we read, putting your money into a bag full of holes, you never can make ends meet, So let's get Ecclesiastes 12. Just because of what it just read in the article, and it reads Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, right? You Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Remember your creator, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, right, which goes, the keepers of the house go into the economists, shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, right? The grinders go into the jobs. You know how Jake says, I'm on my grind, I'm out here grinding. Talking about on the job. And grinders cease because they are few, less and less jobs, and those that look out the window be darkened, man. And that's what it just said here. The idea of doing better than your parents for many feels increasingly out of reach, right? That's their eyes that look out the window being darkened. They can see that there's no future here, man. So it's got a couple things right here. It says the rich are getting richer, stock market up, so retirement funds are doing well, no struggle, and others can't keep up. Food and rent have increased. The cost to do anything has increased. The necessities are a struggle. Nothing going well, and that's just like the scriptures say. Matter of fact, let me get this. I will. Second Ezra 15 and 11. Matter of fact, let's do this. All right, yeah, let me just jump around a little bit, because these are the times that we're living in. Second Ezra 15, and I'll go to 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right? And there's other articles that I've been watching and videos about the forest fires. I don't remember if it was in Nebraska or Idaho, but it was like 1 million acres or something crazy. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. Slovakia. Here it goes, Akim. From Farm Progress. Nebraska wildfires destroy 1 million acres, displace thousands of cattle. It says the 2026 wildfire season has started with devastating force across the western and midwestern United States. High winds and hot temperature over the past 2 months created perfect conditions for fire that have consumed more than 1 million acres across Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska, man. And Kansas and Nebraska, especially Kansas, they call it the, if I'm not mistaken, the breadbasket of America, man. So that's how the Lord is gonna bring apart these famines, man. Let's go back to Second Ezra 15. Second Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Right? So and this is why the Lord's doing all this, man. Wickedness has exceedingly polluted the earth, man. Let's go down to 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. I'll start at 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And this is talking about modern day Egypt, spiritual Egypt, as it speaks about in Revelation, the 11th chapter. Right? Spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, that great city, Babylon. It says 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, right? As before, and will destroy all the land thereof, showing that this is a different Egypt. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall put bring upon it, they that till the ground shall mourn, right? The farmers. For their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail and with a fearful consolation. Then there was a floods over there and I believe it was in Hawaii, So there's a lot going on. 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, man. So the Lord is plaguing this place, man. And you proud ass Edomites are getting wrapped up all up in it, man. And you don't know what to do. All praise the Yahawashi, man. So we got a couple graphs. The rising wealth. The wealthiest 1% of Americans have seen far greater gains in the past 25 years than the bottom 50%, man. So these devils could care less, man, about you peon Edomites, man. And you're starting to get your wake-up call, man. Let me see what else we got. One reason many people feel squeezed, a dollar doesn't go as far as it used to, right? And that's the scripture. That's the scripture. There we go. Revelation 6:6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. Matter of fact, let me get it in the what was it, the NLT? 6:6. Here it goes. Yahawashi. Revelation 6:6 in the New Living Translation. And I heard a voice from among the 4 living beings saying, a loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay, and don't waste the olive oil and wine, right? So imagine working for a day, whatever you make, I don't know, $20 an hour, a day, and you got to spend whatever you make that one day for a loaf of bread, man. That's what the Lord is saying that's going to happen. That's going to cause further down when we go into what was it? 2nd Ezra 15. Sedition among men, invading one another because of the lack of bread. And that's all that's coming to a city near you. This is Ezekiel 38:11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. And that's Babylon the Great, man. That's, people walk around and they ain't worried about shit, man. But they're starting to see it, though, now. Let's see. Yeah, as the scriptures say, many great miseries are coming because they have dwelt in great pride, man. Costs are rising everywhere from the grocery store. This is from Amy from Pennsylvania. I'm paying $250 in groceries that I used to pay, that used to cost $130 to $150. I had to use my credit card to pay for Christmas for my kids, man. Niggas are through, man. And they got a graph with the groceries. Price of OJ is, orange juice is going up. Price of beef, so you can't eat steak all like that. Chicken, bread, milk, Only thing that went down was eggs, and everybody was talking about eggs. The housing market. I was laid off, and it's been impossible to land a job, right? The grinder's ceasing. Had to move in with parents for a bit because there was no way I could afford living alone. Eduardo from Florida. Housing versus income. Home prices are increasing faster than household income, which means it's getting harder to afford a home, man. It's getting bad. Electric bills, spending significantly more in everything from groceries to electricity and water, local data center, medication, clothing, And interest on credit cards is killing me. Carrie from Indiana. Then it got the graph on the electric bill. So, hey, man, unemployment is on the rise again. We just talked about. Let me get that, and I'll end off on that, actually. I don't want to make this too long. It's Isaiah 19:15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do, man. Look at that, man. I just seen another article. What's his name? Jeff Bezos wants to pay 200 billion so they can have more jobs, automated, jobs for robots and shit like that, man. So, hey, man, this place is through, man. This place is absolutely through. And you Edomites are absolutely through, man. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to do a quick hit, Babylon's going to continue to fall. And there's nothing that these devils can do about it, man. All praise to Yahawashi for that. So in closing, I want to thank Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations, brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. We're almost out of this bitch. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom, abab abal, and kwam yasharallah. Hey, shalom. To the next one.